Hello and welcome to Enyimba TV News. We are reaching you from the commercial city of Aba in Abia State, Nigeria. First, the headlines. Federal government targets production of made in Nigeria cars by December. Federal government to review sentencing for suicide attempts. NSCDC arrests suspected rail line vandals in Abia State. These and other stories plus foreign business news and sports. I am Mary Ihejirika. Now the news in details. The federal government says Nigeria will commence local manufacturing of vehicles before the end of this year. Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Doris Uzoka Anite, disclosed this at the African Association of Automotive Manufacturers and the Nigerian Automotive Manufacturers Association's meeting in Abuja. Uzoka Anite said funds to grow the nation's automotive industry have been made available to local manufacturers. According to the minister, it was vital to source made in Nigeria vehicle materials locally. Federal government through the Ministry of Education has vowed to fish out Nigerians parading fake certificates. Minister of Education Tahil Maman made this known while receiving the report of the Interministerial Committee on Degree Mills at his office in Abuja. Maman, who expressed sadness over what had been uncovered during the investigations, said that the ministry would work with relevant agencies to sanitize the education sector and rid it of any fake tendencies. Presenting the report, the chairman of the Interministerial Committee decried the horrible standards of education in those schools, saying that many of those schools awarding degree certificates were an eyesore. Enyimba TV gathers that the government set up a committee to look into the activities of over 100 private universities and some foreign universities in Benin Republic, Togo, and some other countries following an investigative report published in the Daily Nigerian newspaper. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, has promised a review of the law criminalizing suicide attempts in the country. He gave the promise when he received a delegation from the Asido Foundation, a non-governmental organization promoting mental health advocacy and reforms. According to the AGF, health was one of the priority areas of the administration of President Bola Tinubu. He promised to take up the issues around the Mental Health Act with his colleagues in the Federal Ministry of Health. Earlier, the founder of ASIDO, Dr. Jubri Abdulhamlik, sought the help of the AGF in reviewing the law sentencing people for attempted suicide and the implementation of the mental health signed into law by former President Muhammadu Buhari in January 2023. Abdul Malik said medical evidence has shown that all over the world, 80 to 90% of those who attempted suicide had background mental illness, especially depression. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has distanced itself from a purported list of ex-governors under investigation for alleged corruption in circulation. Several reports emerged in the media, not Enyimba TV, that 58 former governors were under radar of the anti-graft agency. They were accused of misappropriating 2.187 trillion naira over 25 years. According to reports, the 58 former governors drawn from the 6 regions of the country were being probed, while others have been investigated and prosecuted. But in a statement, the EFCC spokesman, Dele Ayowele, described the report as false and misleading. It also enjoined media practitioners to cross-check facts about matters under investigation with the Commission to avoid misleading the public with false and inaccurate reports. Airstrikes by the air components of operations Hadinkai and Wheel Punch in the northeast and north central respectively have neutralized terrorists and destroyed their structures. Nigeria Air Force NAF spokesman Edward Gapwet in a statement said insurgents were neutralized at Chinene, a location tucked inside the Mandara mountain area near Borno State. According to him, the terrorists were seen assembling, probably for a meeting, when they were neutralized. Furthermore, NAF said terrorists hibernating in Al-Lawa village near Shiroro in Niger State were neutralized the same day. Archbishop Emeritus of Abuja, Cardinal John Onayekon, has urged Nigerians to embrace genuine interfaith dialogue for a sustainable peace, unity and development in the country. Speaking at the graduation of the 2024 Fellows of the Cardinal Onayekon Foundation for Peace, COFP, in Abuja, the cleric lamented that the sacred realm of religion in the country has been influenced by selfish gains, thereby tarnishing its true essence. Onayekon, who stressed the need to reclaim religion from those who misuse and abuse it for personal gains, insisted that Nigerians must transform religion into a formidable force for good in their communities, nation, and continent. Atiku Abubakar, presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the 2023 elections, says there is a conflict of interest in the federal government awarding the construction of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway to High-Tech Construction Company Limited. Abubakar spoke in a statement issued by Paul Ibe, his media aide. Recently, the federal government commenced the construction of the 700 kilometers Lagos-Calabar Coastal Road, which is expected to run through the shoreline of beach resorts in Lagos while traversing 8 other states. Atiku said Sheyi, the son of President Bola Tinubu, is a director on the board of CDK Integrated Industries, a subsidiary of the Chagori Group, which is also the parent company of High-Tech Construction Company Limited. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has assured that the 27 local government areas of the state that they will soon enjoy uninterrupted power supply. The governor gave the assurance while signing 2 executive bills into law. The governor said the Imo State electricity law will bring rapid development not just to rural communities but to urban centers. Governor Uzodinma therefore hinted that he had approached President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to allow the Imo State government to take over the ABIA power plant, a federal government project conceived under the Niger Delta Power Holding Company and abandoned in 2006. He said the president has graciously granted his request to take over the ABIA power plant, rehabilitate the facilities therein, and rely on the same to solve the electricity challenges of the state in line with the president's renewed hope agenda. ABIA State Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has arrested suspected vandals of rail line sleepers and tracks in Urata, Abanoff. NSCDC personnel during a raid uncovered the syndicate and seized rail line tracks in various stages of processing about to be allegedly transported to Ilorin, Kwara State. The state commandant of the NSCDC says it is the Corps' desire to reduce all forms of vandalism and acts that sabotage Nigeria's economy. Items recovered from the vandals are large quantities of vandalized railway irons as well as chalk. The news will continue shortly after the break. Keep watching. We'll be right back. You're watching the news on Enyimba TV. Thank you for staying tuned. Over now to foreign story. Israel's government has moved to shut down the operations of the Al Jazeera television network in the country, branding it as mouthpiece for Hamas. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the cabinet agreed to the closure while the war in Gaza is ongoing. Police raided the Qatari broadcaster's office at the Ambassador Hotel in Jerusalem on Sunday. Al Jazeera caught claims by the Israeli authorities that the network was a threat to Israeli security, a dangerous and ridiculous lie. The channel said it reserved the right to pursue every legal step. The blockade is effectively only partial, however, as the channel is still accessible through Facebook in Israel. And now to business updates. Barely 48 hours after MultiChoice alerted subscribers to a 3-day technical downtime, telecommunication companies have expressed concern over possible connectivity disruptions as construction advances on the 700 kilometers Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. While the DSTV and GoTV owner acknowledged the anticipated impact of the ongoing Lagos-Calabar construction project on their uplink facilities, telcos on Sunday expressed broader concerns, emphasizing the vital role of telecommunication service and the effect of possible anticipated technical disruption. The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway corridor serves as a crucial landing point for multiple submarine cables connecting Nigeria to Europe. The cables, including the West African Cable System, WACS, Main 1, Glo 1, ACE, and NSCDC are vital for international communications and data transmission in the country. The Federal Executive Council approved Phase 1 of the ambitious 700 kilometers Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project in February, entrusting the task to High-Tech Construction Company Limited. The highway project was designed to connect Lagos to Cross River, passing through the coastal states of Ogun, Ondo, Delta, Edo, Bayelsa, Rivers, and Akwa Ibom before culminating in Cross River. And finally, in sports, Nigerian champions Enyimba FC are bracing up for life without their head coach Finidi George, who was recently employed by the Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) as Super Eagles coach. George led Enyimba FC to the Nigerian Premier Football League (NPFL) title last season and is currently fighting to retain the title this term. Enyimba is second on the NPFL table behind leaders Enugu Rangers, who have 57 to the People's Elephant 55 points. A reliable source at the Enyimba told Enyimba TV News at the weekend that the club is currently negotiating with the NFF on the terms of George's release to the national team, saying that the club wants the 1995 UEFA Champions League winner to see out the 2023-2024 before departing for Eagles. The sports update wraps up the news on Enyimba TV at this period. Before we go, here are the high points again. In the news, we told you federal government targets production of made-in-Nigeria cars by December. We also told you federal government is to review sentencing for suicide attempts. And we told you NSCDC has arrested suspected railline vandals in ABIA State. Thank you for watching. Join us again for more updates in our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Also click on the notification bell to be alerted on our new videos as they drop. On behalf of the production team, I am Mary Ihejirika. Do have yourself a pleasant day.